Dana, she is ill. I'm just gonna separate her.
Poor chicken.
God. Hello, I'm back with another video. But before I continue with this video, I would like to wish you all a very good new year. Unfortunately, my new year hasn't actually started the way I was hoping for. But that's life, unfortunately. We have ups and downs in our lives. And the reason I'm saying this is that as you guys have seen my previous videos in regards to the egg I've rescued and managed to hatch her out, she has passed away. She was very fragile, very weak, and she was stepped on by the mum, or by her mum and the siblings, perhaps the dad, not deliberately, unintentionally. Um, if you haven't seen that video, you can go back onto my video number 3 on lovebird chick rescue mission 3. So she has passed away, but now I've got another problem. Not one, I've got 2 problems. If you remember the chick I'm talking about, she had 3 more siblings. So the first 2 siblings were the eldest one, and the third and the fourth one was the youngest one. The reason I'm saying the youngest is because there was 5 to 7 days gap between the third and the fourth. And I believe the reason why I'm going through all these issues is because the parents are thinking that the first 2 chicks are old enough to start feeding the solid food to them and feeding the same solid food to the little ones. So I'll show you this, what I'm talking about. So this is the number 3 chick out of the 4, and he's struggling to survive because the parents are feeding him or her the solid food, although he is very, very young. He should be fed on milk, but the parents have started to feed him solid food. So luckily I caught this issue on time while I was checking my nest box again. I always push people to keep checking their nest box every single day, especially when the eggs are there and they're hatched. So he was actually edge of dying. He was lifeless, dehydrated. He had a little bit of food in his crop, but the food was solid food. So I just took him in and put in my incubator. And since then, I've been trying to actually flush through his crop. And the way I do is I start giving him lukewarm water, nothing else, just the lukewarm water, and wait until he passes through a little bit of poo. So I will show you the pictures how the poo start looking after flushing his or her crop. And after that, I given him 1 drop of apple cider vinegar in water, and that has helped massively. You probably can see his crop. I've just fed him, and his crop is quite soft, very what's the right word, watery, I would say, where before his crop was very hard to touch, but now luckily he is being pooing nicely. You probably can see little droppings there. So anyway, this is my issue at the moment I'm dealing with, and also I'm dealing with a little Crimino bird I've got, and I call her Miss Pretty, and she is giving me a nightmare, and I'll quickly show you what I'm talking about. So this is Miss Pretty. She gave me nearly a heart attack because I keep my birds inside the house. These are the ones. Some of them are being hand raised by myself, and some of them are new birds from Denmark, you probably know. And luckily, and I'm quite happy, I've got small little good news. And this pair has actually laid 1 egg. So they started breeding after 18 days being with me, which is quite good. They all came from Denmark. Anyway, this Miss Pretty, she started to actually behave really strangely. She started shaking her head, and then she was like scratching her neck, her nose, her eyes. One actually looked at her closely, I could see water coming out of her nostrils. And then she was sat very poorly on the side of the cage, and I'll attach the video clip with you guys. And she gave me a heart attack, and I thought there's some sort of a respiratory issue with her. But she's a cheeky one. Since I actually transferred her from this cage into this cage to quarantine her to make sure that she doesn't actually transfer any disease or any sort of virus to other birds, she's been fine. She's like nothing has happened to her. But I'm gonna keep her in this cage for at least a week before I reunite her with her not siblings, what I'm talking about, her cage mates. So yeah, so my New Year's has started with the little chick, the one I'm rescuing, this Miss Pretty, and I'll keep you guys updated on that. But I'm quite happy that this pair has actually laid eggs. And as you guys know, that this pair is very, 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 very important for me because they're a very expensive pair. They came all the way from Denmark. I had actually bought four. Two of them are there. Two of them are sitting there. And I bought her as well recently, but from the UK. And he is bred by one of my pair outside, and he's hand tamed. Well, hand raised, hand tamed, whatever you call it. So yeah, there's a little video. And I hope that Miss Pretty makes it through. I'll see you in another video, guys. But I'm still giving her apple cider vinegar in this water, just to make sure that she gets better. Because birds are very good in hiding the disease, the problem. Because if they do show that they are ill or weak, then the flock or the other predators will easily get the bird, basically. So anyway, so I'm actually giving her apple cider vinegar in this one, and my plan is that I will be keeping her at least for a week in this cage, and then while I'm keeping her in this cage for a week, I will make sure that she gets a lot of supplements, so vitamin supplements, as well as apple cider vinegar, garlic water, olive oil, just to make sure that she is fit enough before I would transfer her into this cage. So I will keep you guys updated with her health as well as the chick I'm rescuing.